morning, peace, blessings, and much love. My name is Miss Nakaruka Giddy, G-U-I-T-Y. There's no L, so please don't call me guilty. I was listening to this woman by the name of Anita Goddess, who was on a show on Blog Talk Radio, and it was very, very deep, and I understood it because these are some things that I have learned and I have stated in some of my videos when I have spoke about adultery. The first thing, women have to take accountability for the men they choose, and we are the one that's really messing up our children by our decisions. But I just jotted down some important points. Let me tell you a little bit about her. She does womb healing from the inside out. She's a physical, spiritual, and mental counselor. She does reading on personal issues and relationships. Womb healing is healing from the inside out, from childhood to adulthood, dealing with physical, emotional, spiritual things that may have happened to you. Your personality, your character, and your attitude are hereditary. And I see that, like, because my attitude, my mood, my daughters tend to have the same mood and attitude that I have. There are things that are carried through the womb, even before we give birth to our children, is what she's saying. We hold sperm, and we carry the child, and we carry a lot of spiritual STDs, baggage, and damage, which affects our children. So she said, if you don't clean it up, it can affect the child. This is why we have dysfunctional children. And this is why adults are still children, even when they grow up. She said they have not developed properly through the womb because the womb is so damaged. He said everything affects the baby while you are pregnant, even before you become pregnant, can affect your child. Damage is because the women are not cleaning up their wombs. Black women are quick to accept negative behaviors in a person as well in a relationship that men are willing to accept. Women support a lot of these things before the child is born, and the end result, the children are born with a lot of problems. Women accept being disrespected. Women accept cheating men. Women accept a man who doesn't work. Men accept a man who runs the street and in and out of jail. And then we get involved with these men and we lay down with these men knowing he ain't good for us. And then we turn around and have a baby by him. So we are creating the problem because we are the one that are laying down with these men, carrying these babies in our womb. When we have our own issues, on top of that, we get with a man who isn't fully a man yet, and then we bring a baby into this world. So we are creating these problems and these issues for our own children. She goes, the mother is the teacher, which I truly believe, and that's something I've learned late in life. She explained how the children spend more time with the mother, so the child is more likely to pick up the mother's way of life, her thoughts, her behaviors, her attitudes. When you are in an unhealthy relationship, you know the man isn't right from day one, but you continue to have sex with him anyway. She said your children are going to be susceptible to broken and damaged issues. A woman can create problems for the child way before the child is born. And see, people only think in terms of not drinking while they pregnant, not smoking while they pregnant, but they don't think about sleeping with a man that's not right. Those spiritual and emotionally, mentally issues that he may be carrying, we're subjecting our children to it. And that has been proven. I work in our early childhood education, and we have a lot of children that have a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And they're more so emotional behavior issues than the diseases. And it's really deep. She said black men are getting weaker, and the women are the cause for this. Because children not being brought up in a two-parent family home where we have masculine and feminine. We have too many women saying that their sons are their husbands. So these little boys are forced to grow up before their time. She said The woman has to take some accountability while the men are becoming weaker and weaker and weaker. She said, we see things in men that are not right, and we get into the relationship, and then we turn around and marry them anyway. And I'm a living witness to that. She said, this affects your entire life, your children's life, your grandchildren, your great-grand. The cycle just, what we create affects our children, then our grandchildren, then our great-grandchildren, and right down to the line until one of the women decide to break that cycle. If you're dealing with a man who you know is not right she said, if you're dealing with a man who you know is not right outside of the bedroom, meaning he's a criminal, he don't take care of his kids, he's married to another woman, he got other women, the only thing he good is in the bedroom, she said, then you need to ask yourself, why are you bringing that type of energy into your life, in your household? Then she went on to talk about, don't expect a little boy to raise your children. Don't expect to have good kids with a man who hasn't grown up yet. How can you expect a man who cheats, who doesn't work, who doesn't respect women, who have kids he don't take care, to be a good role model for your child? How can you possibly think that a man who lacks so much and is not a man could possibly be a good role model for your sons and your daughter? And those are facts. If he's not grown, then he cannot be a good daddy to any of the children that he creates. She went on to say the mother keeps accepting, damaging, and sleeping with what? A married man, knowing he has a wife, knowing he has other women. It doesn't matter to her, even if he doesn't work, she still accepts all of this. Because as long as she's getting penis, she's okay. Never mind that he's not right for her. Never mind that he can't be a good daddy. As long as she's getting penis from him, that's all that matters. And it's a shame. This is so true that women, I have heard grown women say, I need dick. They're not worrying about, she's not even worrying about the safety and the social, emotional well-being of her child if she have a child by a man that's not fit to be a daddy. She said women don't care no more as long as they get in dick. That is all that matters. It has gotten so bad that women don't require a man to be a man, to work hard, to love her right. She said, you don't require this man to do right by you, and guess what? Your children see all of this. And this is so, so true. And I'm glad and I'm thankful. I mean, I woke up late in life and I was a woman who picked damaged men. I was a woman who married men that I shouldn't have married. And I'm thankful. I'm so grateful that my children don't have any learning disabilities or any real issues. Although I do see that when you expose your children to these type of men, it can affect your children. And if you are a mother that's sleeping with a married man, if you are a woman that's laying in the bed with a man who you know don't take care of his kids, if you are a woman who's in the bed with a man that's on parole or got a criminal history, guess what you're showing your daughters? And this is something that I talked about, and this is something that I said, I'm not going to no longer be that type of woman to expose my daughters to men that ain't right. Because guess what they're going to do? They're going to copy you. They're going to grow up. They're going to go get a married man. They're going to get a man that don't take care of his kids. They're going to get a man that don't work. They're going to get a man that they got to take care of. Because that's what they saw their mother do. So I am, as a black woman, agree with this woman. That's why I decided to heal myself. Heal myself. I hear so much about womb healing, heal myself, because women don't even realize every man you lay down and have sex with, you take a piece of them spiritually. So you are damaged because you carrying spiritual debris from every man that you sleep with. And then you turn around and want to have children thinking you're going to have healthy children with all that stuff in your womb. All that baggage and all that damage that you're carrying because you not right yourself. So you're going to choose a man that's not right. And a lot of women don't want to take accountability. They want to call the other woman bitter because she growed up. They want to call the other woman bitter because she's speaking about it. No. I work with children, and I have seen so many children just so messed up emotionally. So whiny at 4 and 5 years old. Clingy. So many behavior issues. And right now I have a 12-year-old. And that's something I worried about because I married a man with a criminal history. I married a man who chose to cheat on me when we were married and expose his daughter to this. I did this to myself. I did this to my child. And now I have to heal and set positive examples for my daughter, hoping that the positive examples that I'm setting for her now override the negative things that I have done in my life. Peace, blessings, and much love.